Hey guys, this is Jono from Simple Cookery. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a tiramisu, which is an Italian coffee dessert. Before we get into the video though, if you're looking for a place to learn simple recipes and cooking technique, make sure you subscribe down below and give us a follow on Instagram. Anyways, let's get into it. Tiramisu is a coffee dessert, so obviously the primary ingredient that we need is some coffee. We're going to use some espresso capsules. If you don't have an espresso machine at home, you can also use instant coffee, or you can go to your local cafe and actually buy espresso shots from the cafe, which is obviously the best. Next, we've got some lady fingers or sponge fingers, and these are going to form the basis of our tiramisu. Mascarpone, which is like an Italian cheese. We've got 3 eggs, some sugar, cocoa powder, and then with our coffee, we're just gonna add a coffee liqueur. I'm using Kahlua, and then we've got some strawberries just to garnish on top. Let's get into the recipe. First step is to get 3 eggs and separate the egg yolks and the egg whites into 2 separate bowls. The way I like to do this is to crack them in half and use the eggshell technique, which is where you pass the yolk from one eggshell to the other and let the egg whites drip into one bowl. Once your eggs are separated, you want to get the bowl with the egg yolks and add 3 tablespoons of sugar. Get a whisk and beat your egg yolks until they become a pale yellow color. For this step, you can use an electric whisk. An optional ingredient I like to add is just a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then just give everything a good mix. Next, you want to add in your mascarpone and give it a good mix. This is where an electric whisk really helps, but I'm just going to do it manually. Once you've incorporated your mascarpone with your egg yolks, we are going to give this whisk a good wash so that we can beat our egg whites properly. So next, you want to beat your egg whites until they're nice and fluffy, until they form soft peaks like this. Now we're ready to incorporate the egg whites into our mascarpone and yolk mixture. What you want to do is ditch the whisk and get a spatula, because we want to start incorporating the egg whites into the mascarpone. So start by adding half the egg whites and just gradually fold the egg whites into the mixture. This will make sure you keep as much air in the mixture, resulting in a light, fluffy texture. Add the rest of the egg whites in and fold that in as well. This is looking really nice, and what you should be getting is that really airy, smooth consistency. Next, let's move on to our espresso. So tiramisu is a coffee dessert, so we are going to make our espresso shots using this coffee machine. If you don't have a coffee machine at home, you can always use instant coffee, or you can go to the cafe and get some espresso shots. So just get yourself 2 espresso shots and transfer them into a shallow dish. In the espresso, just add 1 tablespoon of sugar just to sweeten it up a little bit. This is another optional ingredient, but I like to add some sort of liquor into the coffee mixture. Today I am using Kahlua, which is a coffee liqueur. So now we've pretty much got all our stations ready. We've got our lady fingers, our coffee mixture, and our mascarpone mixture. So to start off with, I am just going to spread a thin layer of the mascarpone at the bottom and then dip our lady fingers into the coffee mixture. About 2 seconds on each side should be enough, just for the biscuits to soak in all that coffee's flavor. And then you just want to lay the sponge fingers evenly across your dish. You can also break up your sponge fingers just to fill in the gaps. Once you're finished with the first layer, spread your mascarpone cream over the sponge fingers. And get the cocoa powder and sprinkle that on top. Repeat this step for the second layer of the tiramisu. Sponge fingers in the coffee again, the mascarpone mixture, and then another layer of cocoa powder. And this is looking good. I'm just going to clean up the sides, cover it with some cling wrap. So I'm going to keep this in the fridge for about 8 hours. Preferably, I usually leave it overnight, but 8 hours should be enough. Luckily, we've made one the night before, so I'm just going to take this out, give it a final dusting of cocoa powder, and now we're just going to serve a slice on a plate with some freshly cut strawberries. And there we go, guys. Tiramisu, my favorite coffee dessert. Enjoy.
Let's dig in. Let's go. Ooh, look at the color. Even got strawberries on the side. That's cute.
Great little light dessert.
Tastes like heaven.
Guys, if you're a fan of coffee desserts, you have to try tiramisu. It's
just the best, and you know what's the best thing about it? It's coffee. That's what all desserts need.
Anyways, guys, if you like this video, drop a comment down below. Let us know what other recipes you'd like to see on this channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. It's free and it's a great way to support the channel. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. On Simple Cookery, we teach you simple recipes and cooking techniques to get you guys more confident in the kitchen. Anyways, guys, we're out. Bye. Stop it.